Hi guys, hi ladies, and welcome. What we're going to do tonight, might be a long video this, we don't know, might be 2 parts, but well, it can't be really because it's got to get done, so we're going to be fast, but we're going to get it done. Anyway, this is Matthew's DANSETTE Auto Conquest, and we need it done by tomorrow. Would be a good idea. So let's get on to it. Let's get after it and get it done. Right. What I'm going to do to make life easier for me, I'm going to take the lid off. What we'll do, we'll take the lid off. And I always leave my freaking glasses over there. There we go. Right. We're recording and we're off mute. So do. Need a fuck it. Put them on the fucking table. Do. Right, this should just be really a simple recap. What we're hoping it's going to be, and the mains lead replaced. Shouldn't be too difficult. I'll try and be as quick as I can, but obviously not rushing it. So we'll see what's been done in here, and what's been done might even pass muster if he's put the right values in. But he has an habit of putting values in that are slightly under, and right. So we're going to get rid of that lead because it's 2 core, and we always fit a 3 core. Where's my clippers? So we'll clip the power lead now, and that makes that easier. So we can clip that now. There you go. That makes it easier to work on. Just get rid of that down there for now. Right. Hopefully all the screws are the same. That's pretty substantial. It's one of the early ones. Hang on, that's not getting it. This should. That wasn't getting it. There, that's getting it. That's doing it. That's got a nice. I think this has been remade, or it's off a different unit. No, I think it's off the same one. I don't know. Whether they made there. I mean, this is not just a piece of board. It's actually a piece of hardboard. This might be one of the. This could be one of the really early ones. You know, the ones that had the nice amp in them. This might have the nice amp in it, guys. You know, the two valve amp. This might have that one in it. If it has, it'd be nice. I mean, all the knobs on it are lovely and everything's nice. The mat's the wrong one. It's been cut down, but that's no problem. I do that anyway. Yeah, this is not one I've had before, but I do cut the mats down from other decks to make them so I can use them on these things. There we go, get the screws out. Let's get the panel out. There you go. Nope, it's got the standard valve in it. And it's got the, yeah, it's actually not bad. Actually, guys, it isn't bad, funny enough. It's let's get the knobs off. And I always throw the knobs in the cabinet. Right. Actually, see what I do. I only do the amplifiers for Matthew. I don't service. I don't do his changes. He does his changes himself. So we don't do those. We only do them where we're asked. I do the garage ones because you can't do them. But these BSRs, he does them himself, so we don't touch them. Yeah, that's not bad. Actually not a bad DANSETTE this. I've seen worse. I mean, this is not bad. This is just what we want. We want to replace. Yeah, this is, just drop all this shit into there. And we know that that has landed on the top of the amplifier. We can get that back in a bit, it's no worries. Right. And remember that screws in there when we take the amp out. Do. Have a sip of my coffee in a minute. There you go. Right. I think that spindle's in the wrong way around. It is. It's probably not the right spindle for that actually. That's in the wrong way around. Doesn't even work. Not my problem that though. That's his problem. There we go. Slide it all the way back. Oh, there we go. Alright. There we go. Now, that's a nice touch. Yeah, that's probably is the right spindle, but it's been put in the wrong way around. So that needs to come out. That's his problem. Right. So we need to use a screwdriver to undo that chock block, which is good. That saves me. There you go. See, I don't even try these amps before I even get into them, because I like to look at it. There we go. Right, so what we'll do, can we desolder that from there? See, that's never been out. That's never been out, that. Yeah, that's never been out. There you go. Never been out, that. Oh. That's a bit tight, that, for 2 cores. There we go. Because them fly mole leads, I don't know why they never earthed those. Them fly moles, but they were never earthed. Only 2 cores on them. Yep. Right. Now let's get this to the way up. First of all, desolder the speaker. all we do, we just take out the amplifier. Don't worry about the screws, we won't lose them. Right. You get the amp out. Once the amp's out, I think that screw from that tab might be fucked. It's not coming out that. That one's coming out. Also one of the threads have been stripped. Yep. Right. I think that one's been stripped. No, it hasn't. There's a strain relief in this as well. We'll use that. Wasn't put there. It wasn't put there by the manufacturer, so we've got to undo that as well. I may as well go for that now. Fuck's sake. Yeah, it's been put there. That's it. There we go. I thought this might have been a really early one. The other one that had a nice amp in it, like Mark's from Birmingham Boy. Right. Right, so there we go. Make sure there's no more screws in it. No, they're all out. No, they're not. Yeah, they are. Let there for a minute so we don't damage anything. We won't put the changer back in because it will all go back in together. I'll just put the screwdriver. I hate dropping screwdrivers because it means I've got to bend down. Pick the bloody thing back up. There we go. Right. So. So first of all, let's take the valve out, make sure the valve is the correct one. ECL82, this is a yellow writing valve, which means it's a late one. The reason why they changed it to yellow was because people were taking dud valves back and claiming off them. So we don't need to do a lot of on this. Yeah, that looks okay. The motor wire there okay, that mains lead, that horrible power leak can come off. We can get rid of that. Right, get rid of that horrible power lead because we're putting an earthed one on it, and it's not that brilliant done anyway. It's actually shorted across that, so is the switch fucked on one side. Jesus. This is a pain in the ass, this fucker. The fucking... That's that one out. Now the next one. Ouch! Ah! Fucking hell, burnt me. The solder flew off onto my hand. Get rid of that down there for now. Right. Let's test the switch. I just think he wired it wrong. I just think he left a blob of solder there where he shouldn't have done. The battery in this is going flat. There you go. Now let's turn the power on, the switch on. It is already on, that's off, that's on. Let's see if it works. Yep. Yeah. Very rare you get these that don't. We're not going to check for HT because I don't think there'll be any in it. It's been off for it's been here for a few months and it hasn't been turned on in all that time. So I think we're pretty safe. See what he does. See these capacitors he puts in. That's 400 volts, that's okay. That's 15 UF, which is okay that. It should be rated about the same. It should be. Yep, so they can stay. This one here is a bipolar. That can't stay. Which is 25 UF. Right, that can't stay, that's got to come out. Because it has to have there you go. Ouch, I've done it again. Right, now this one, this is not connecting to the grounds, and that's where he always goes wrong, because this is supposed to connect to here and it's not. That is not connecting to the grounds, so we need to get this one out. We need to get this out. We may have to take the board out yet, but we're going to try and avoid it. And I think the one we want is this wire here. No, could be that one. It's one of them. Don't want to come out. It doesn't want to come out, it's probably been twisted. Well, what we'll do, it's no problem. There you go. So you're not supposed to put these in. This is 22 volt, 22 microfarad at 25 volts. It's the right value, but it's no good because it's the polarity. Now these are 400 volt by 22 UF, so we can stick one of those in, it will work perfectly. I've told him about putting them in because the cathode has to see a negative voltage. Just check this. 400 volts, yep. Right, what we can do, let's see where it goes in, let's see where the positive goes in. Positive goes in so that can go in. That can go in that way, like so, because then we can connect that to there. Take a little bit off because we don't need all that. There you go. Where's my solder? Solder, there it is. Right, let's change cameras. Should we change cameras so you can see what I'm doing? You can't fucking see there, can you? There you go. And we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing, or try to. There you go. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to solder that into there. Let that dry up, which it has. Now we can put that. Now what we can do, can we get that through a bit further? That one there. That's as far through as it'll go. Now what I'd like to do is take it across and bend it there. If I could do that, that would be brilliant. If I could just do that, because that would connect everything in one go. So we'll connect that there, and now we'll connect these here. Right. Right, I could do a bit more solder on there, but we'll do it. Let's see how we look there now. Yeah, that looks good. Right, so that's now connected to there. That's connected to there. That's connected to there. Now what we need to do is make sure, right, what's this wire here? Right, where's your HT coming out on your transformer? Right, there's your rectifier. There's your HT coming up there. Looks like a bit of a dry joint, so we need to do that. And that's pretty much touching the bloody chassis, that. That's better. That's better. Right. So, all the grounds are correct. Everything in is correct. And that's the ground there for that, and that's right. So that's all in. Now, we need to check the ground on the valve socket. Right. Lift that up there so I can see. turn the meter back on. Not a lot of voltage and not a lot of battery left in the meter, and the charger's over there. Right, we just want to check, make sure that we've got ground. Yeah, we have. We didn't have before because this wasn't connected, but is now. So that is right. So that is right. That's really the only mistake he makes on these. Is, well, the only serious mistake. I mean, right, where's the... I'm going to put a bit more solder on that wire for the HT because it looks a bit thin. That's better. That's better. Right. Yeah, that's good. We're happy with that. That's HT. So yeah, I would imagine that's okay. Yeah, there's our 25 volts. Yeah. There's our HT. Right, I don't like the look of that. I don't like that. That's been put on there. It's been extended. I don't know. We'll have to look at the manual for that. I mean, it has got a copy of the circuit in the case, but we can't be asked lifting the case onto the table. Right, onto the bench. Right, so basically, I don't think that negative should go there. Now let me move this out of the way, and we'll have a look at the circuit. The circuit is in the case. It could go there, I suppose. Right, so there's your HT live. There's your valve heater and your bulb. There's your ground. So it could go there. So 32 straight up to that's right. Because what they're showing here, guys, they're showing it as it actually is. I can't pull this off because it will rip. They're showing this as it actually is. One capacitor, they're showing it actually as one capacitor. 3 capacitors in one can. which is how it should be drawn. So yeah, because your 16, your 32 goes to your rectifier, your 16 UF goes to your screen, basically. Yeah, goes to your screen, and your 25 UF goes to your grid, and there's another 25 UF in there as well, which has got to be replaced. It's a Pelesi one, and that'll be that's 25 UF. That's got to be replaced. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's the other side of the neutral can go to the ground, so that's okay. We can accept that. We can accept that. Yeah, we can accept that. There you go. Right, so can I get to that 22 there? Yeah. Yeah, what I generally do with these is snip them here and solder them on, because otherwise the holes are never big, the capacitors, the new ones are never long enough. So I generally just stick them on the top. Yeah. So what we do, we clip that one. And as we're putting a 400 volt one in, we don't need to worry about the voltage. What is it for those who want to know anyway? 25 volts. So what we do now is we'll lay that flat more or less. Leave it sticking up a little bit. And what we do next, we'll normally you can just balance them and they'll stick on, but this one doesn't want to do that. Where's my solder gone? Where's my solder? There it is. What we'll do, we'll tin them up. There we go. Stick that in there. There you go. There you go, that one there. And then we can make sure that we're not going to hit anything. There you go. That's done. Right. That's pretty much. It feels loose. If it's loose on the other side of the board, I don't know. There you go. Should be alright on the other side. So with that, I can get to it if I have to, because I can just get the iron down there if I have to, because it's I want to make sure that's not touching that red wire. It's not. No, we're okay. okay. Yeah, because this would have come off. He's extended that wire, you see, so that would have come off somewhere else. Would have come off round here somewhere. Would have come off round here, that. But we're all sorted. Everything looks good. I just want to check this. That's it there. Let's just go down there with the iron. Just make sure. That's it. There you go. I just wanted to make sure that it's tight. And it is now. Yeah, that's good. So what we'll do, guys, we'll leave it there for now. We'll come back probably in the morning because he won't get here till about 12. Won't get here till afternoon. So that there, we can double check everything. Should be Velveeta's. I want to check this, make sure it's right, because we don't want it wrong. So it comes round. Yeah. Yeah. Looks right. Mind you though, that being said, yeah. Yeah, because pin 1 is your grid, so it comes up that way around. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's fifth. That's 5, yeah. 4 is ground, and 5 is your next. Yeah, it's right. Just like to make sure, and I'm double checking all this to make sure there's no joins resting against others. I don't think he's been, he has, he's been down all this because he's had this board out. But pin 1 should be your grid, which is that yellow. Yeah, it goes to your grid. See, on a lot of them it tells you. You can't see it on here. That's your HT there. That's HT. And that's, yeah. I'd say that's right, guys. Right, so what we'll do, later we'll come back, we'll have a break. We'll come back in a bit. We'll stick a power lead on it and we'll give it some juice and see what it does. See if it comes to life. I don't see why it shouldn't. I've not replaced his capacitors this time, there's no need. Because there's nothing wrong with the ones that are in it probably. Well, they're new anyway, so I've just replaced that one and that one. That resistor there looks like it's new. Could be. No, it's not. It's not. So, because I don't want to make the video too long. We'll leave it there, guys. Otherwise it'll be too long. And nobody will feel like watching it. So, we'll leave it there. We'll call this part 1. And we'll get this uploaded. Remember, guys, to like, share, subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you want to. And I'll be back this way later. Thank you very much. Bye for now.